Welcome all. Welcome, welcome. It's so good to have you gathering. So good to gather with you all. We'll give folks a couple of minutes to trickle in, but I invite you to begin turning your attention and intention toward this time of shared spiritual practice, this particular moment, in this particular day, in this one wild and precious life we share. Invite you to maybe scan your surroundings, notice what your senses are taking in, where you are. Begin to draw your attention to your breath, to spirit moving in your body being. It's so good to be here with you. So good to have you here. Good to find ways of being together. Welcome, welcome, welcome all. Thank you for sharing your precious time, your energy, your presence, your attention, your being here now with us. As we continue to gather, I invite you to turn your attention toward this shared spiritual practice. My name is Anna. My pronouns are they, them. And for a brief visual description, I am a white, queer, non-binary person wearing a black tank top under a crocheted prayer shawl of warm and variated colors, gifted to me by a dear friend. Handmade wooden earrings, big glasses, and a growing out buzzed head, sitting in a corner with plants behind me and a window that shows a gray but bright spring afternoon. I am located in Iowa City in a little home built by my Czech immigrant great-grandfather, restored lovingly by my woodworking father, on land that was first home to the Bakoje or Iowa, the Oto, Omaha and Ponca, Pawnee, Sioux, Sauk, and Meskwaki peoples. And my presence here today is the result of kinship and connection and care, and also the ongoing dispossession of the original tenders of this land. It is only through returning land into Indigenous care that full restoration of self, of relations, and of planetary flourishing is possible. We remember and integrate that knowing into our practice as we seek to show up to the work, the life so urgently before us. I am the theologian in residence with Infleshed, the collective offering this event, and further bits of spiritual nourishment are available at infleshed.com, or you can find us on Facebook or Instagram. Live transcription is available for those of us who want or need it. And today we culminate this series of 7 weekly contemplative spiritual practices. Whether this is your first or your 7th or somewhere in between, I want to extend my and our gratitude for the gift of your presence. You're shaping this invitation into collective practice, making collective practice possible. I am lighting this candle as we move into space, made sacred through shared presence, shared intention, and shared practice. A space in and for the depths. May grief be tended here. May uncertainty be met with honest curiosity. May anger be honored and beauty too. May pain be held tenderly, and may joy be nurtured. May conditions for flourishing be cultivated together. And what a sacred, holy, full day it is. We are midway through Ramadan, Passover, mere hours away, Good Friday, Holy Week, a full moon, the first of spring. We come together to pause and breathe and reflect, not to remove ourselves from the troubles of the world, and oh, they be many and sharp, but to tend our spirits so that we can meet despair with courage, pain with care, to connect with the force of sacred aliveness rather than check out, and to find and share nourishment for the journey. We are in a threshold space, inviting us into the depths where life and death find each other entangled, where from the stillness and slowness of decay, there is time and space for transformation, for fresh buds and new blossoms. Our spiritual practices deepen and strengthen our capacity to find our way, to find our breath, find our center, find our grounding. Through practice, we deepen our capacity for aliveness and our capacity to pay attention, to attend and to tend aliveness. With practice, we repattern our life through ordinary daily acts. And though our contemplation is deeply personal, we are held in collective care, creaturely care, divine care, earthly care, cosmic care. We explore our own inner depths, not for individualistic or egotistic aspirations, but that we may show up courageously in the depths of our shared life, meeting the depths of exhaustion and overwhelm with humility and imagination and curiosity, showing up in solidarity with and for each other before domination in all its forms. With practice and through practice, we channel the spiritual work of contemplation in the direction of flourishing, with and for the flourishing of all life. So again and deeply, welcome. Today, I want to invite you to share in a particular spiritual practice, a prayer practice adapted from the contemplative practice known as daily examen or prayer of examen or simply examen. Beginning with the present moment, we'll review the day, the last 24 hours, tuning our attention towards sources of gratitude, guidance, presence, disconnection, and the divine love that forms and informs our being and our becoming. In these days of so much crisis and catastrophe, when so much extraordinary destruction is becoming ordinary, deepening our capacity for aliveness is a sacred, vital practice. And I've come to appreciate the practice of examen in my own spiritual life and have seen how it invigorates the spiritual lives of students I work with, how it invites us to linger in the small, simple moments that make a day. The encounters with beauty, care, and generosity that sustain life, the invitations into pleasure, connection, and wisdom that make so much possible. The patterns of thought and behavior I am learning and unlearning to be free, and the countless ordinary, extraordinary ways that sacredness shows up and moves and lives and breathes and surprises and lures in us, around us, and through us. So I invite you to get comfortable. Close your eyes if that feels available to you. Perhaps place your feet on the ground, remembering the earth beneath us, holding us. Invite you to place one hand over your chest and the other over your perfect belly, feeling the rhythm of your heartbeat, the rhythm of your breath. And I invite you to begin by taking 3 deep breaths. Try to fill your lungs with as much breath, spirit, pneuma, ruach, life force as you can hold. And then breathe it out, all the way out. Breathing in, we take in life. And breathing out, we let go. Practicing breath, we practice spirit. Beginning with this present moment and paying attention to your breath. How does it feel to be here now? As you pay attention to your breath, what do you need to take in? And as you exhale, what do you need to let go of, to release, to shed? Recall arriving to this practice space, entering this gathering. How did it feel to arrive here? What did you notice as we began our time together? Recall the afternoon hours before this. Where were you? What were you paying attention to? What were you giving your time, your energy to? Recall lunchtime. Did you eat lunch? What did you eat? How did you eat? Did you sit down at a table or eat standing up? Were you alone or with others? What did you taste? Where did your food come from? Whose labor and lives made your meal possible? Recall the morning hours. What was drawing or draining your attention, your energy? Do you have any rituals or practices to begin your day, ways to greet and ground the day? What were you doing in the morning hours and why were you doing it? Recall waking up. Did you wake up to an alarm or on your own? Did you feel rested, exhausted, ready to greet the day or dreading the day ahead? How did you begin your day? Try to remember the very first thing that caught your attention upon awakening. Recall your night of sleep. Did you have any dreams that you remember? Did you sleep soundly or restlessly? Were there any distractions during your night? Recall falling asleep last night. Did you fall asleep right away, or did you take a while to get to sleep? Try to remember the very last thing you were paying attention to when sleep found you. Recall your evening hours yesterday. What were you giving your time, your energy, your attention to? What were you noticing in your body? What were you noticing in any bodies around you? What were you noticing in the world? Recall your evening meal yesterday. What nourishment did the meal provide? What comfort? What connection? What did you notice about the meal through your senses? What did you taste, smell, hear, see, feel? Recall this time yesterday, a full day ago. Afternoon shifting toward evening. Where were you? Who were you with? What were you giving your time and energy and attention to? After reflecting on this last day, what are you aware of? When did you feel grounded, present, centered? What helped make that possible? What created those conditions? When did you feel connected with yourself, with others, with aliveness, with the divine? What nourished that connection? When did you feel disconnected from yourself, from others, from aliveness, from the divine? What fed that disconnection? What have you encountered in this last day that is beautiful? How has beauty found you, surprised you? Where has it hurt? How have you moved your body in ways that feel pleasurable or life-giving? What have you done out of kindness, generosity, and care for others? What have others done out of kindness and generosity and care for you? Is there anything about your own behavior or actions over this last day that remains unsettled? Anything you need to return to or want to grow into doing differently tomorrow? What and who are you grateful for? I invite you to begin returning your attention to this present moment, here, now. What was it like for you to experience this spiritual practice? Is there any wisdom that it offers you today for tomorrow? Focus your attention on one thing from the last day that you are grateful for. And one thing you want to pay attention to and practice in the coming day. One thing from the last day that you are grateful for, and one thing, one need you want to pay attention to and practice in the coming day. I invite you to jot that down or put it in the chat or touch a part of your body, remembering that you carry that wisdom with you so you can remember and return to it. Now I invite you to thank your heart for beating, for finding rhythm in and through life, for holding such depths of love and pain and longing. And thank your lungs for filling with breath, for surviving so much, for taking in, for letting go. And thank your belly for holding nourishment, for helping us know what we need and want and know. And thank you, each and all, for being in practice together. As we close our time together today, may the sacredness shared here go with you until somehow, somewhere, sometime, we might meet again. Take care of you. Take care of each other. Take care in the depths, yours and the world's. And from the depths of my heart to the depths of yours, thank you for your being. Thank you for your being together. And thank you for the aliveness that you share in the world and cultivate in the world with each other. May it be so. Goodbye, all, and thank you.